Ready to open the hood? UseTool for the tutorials.
And for car parts, the right idea is the Mr. Auto app. Easy, fast, and with better prices than on the website.
You will find the bulk brake discs and pads used in the video exclusively on the Mr. Auto website and through the link in the description. Turn your engine off, pull up the handbrake, pull on the bonnet release lever and open the bonnet. Open the brake fluid reservoir. In order to change the rear brake discs and pads on your vehicle, you must first lift the rear of the vehicle and remove the wheels to gain full access. Loosen the stud bolts on the rear wheels, raise the rear of the vehicle and put it in the two-axle stands. We strongly suggest watching the tutorial raising a vehicle safely before carrying out this step. You will then be able to take off the wheels. Don't forget to slide them under the vehicle. For vehicles equipped with an electric handbrake, you need to put the brake caliper in maintenance mode using a diagnostic device. To do this, we recommend you watch our video, How to Put an Electric Handbrake in Maintenance Mode. Insert a flathead screwdriver to the outer extremity of the oblong hole located on the front of the brake caliper. Lift it off using the screwdriver as a lever by pulling it towards you. This will then push the piston in. Ensure that you have pushed the piston in as far as possible before moving on to the next operation. Loosen the brake caliper. To do this, use a ratchet and a 10mm socket or install an E12 Torx socket and remove the caliper mounting bolts. You can now place the brake caliper on one of the coils of the shock absorber spring. Remove the pads. You can slip them off by pushing them away from the disc. To unblock the disc, insert a thin flathead screwdriver that can slip in between the two sides of the disc. You have to insert it in front of the brake caliper mount so that it butts up against the latter. Using a T30 Torx socket, release the screws that hold the disc. Withdraw the screwdriver. Depending on the state of the nuts on the brake caliper mount, it may be necessary to use a hammer to loosen them. Using a socket wrench and a T55 Torx socket, loosen the screws on the brake caliper mount. Remove the screws and take the brake caliper mount off. Complete the removal of the disc retaining screw to remove it. Sometimes the disc may get stuck on the hub. If this happens, use a hammer to remove it. Clean the hub with a wire brush, and once that is done, coat it with copper grease. This will help avoid deterioration caused by oxidation and aid with future interventions.
Please support us, subscribe and like the video, that will be really cool.
You will find the bulk, parts and products used in the video on the Mr. Auto site and in the link in the description. Take the new brake disc. Before installing the new disc, it is vital to clean it using brake cleaner and paper towels to take off the storage paraffin. If your new disc is painted, you can place it directly onto the wheel hub. Place the new disc onto the hub and rescrew the fastening screw by hand as much as possible. Using a wire brush, clean the edges of the brake caliper mount where the brake pads go. Reassemble the brake caliper mount once again, starting the screwing process by hand. And finishing with a socket wrench and a T55 Torx socket to fix them in place. Finish off the tightening with a torque wrench. Reuse the screwdriver technique to stop the rotation of the disc. This will allow you to fully tighten the fastening screw of said disc. You will find the bulk, parts and products used in the video on the Mr. Auto site and in the link in the description. Take the new brake pads. Coat the outside of the new pads with copper grease. Put the fasteners in place. Insert the new pads into the caliper mount, sliding them into place. Put the brake caliper back in place and screw in the caliper mounting bolts. Finish off the tightening with a torque wrench. It is now time to reactivate the electric handbrake. To do this, we recommend you watch our video how to put an electric handbrake in maintenance mode. You can now repeat the operation on the other side. Put the wheels of your vehicle back on and lower it to the ground. Before starting your car, don't forget to screw the brake fluid stopper back in. Be careful. Before using your vehicle again, start your car and pump the brake pedal a few times to bring the brake pads together again. Try to drive smoothly and avoid sudden braking for the first 50 kilometers or so to avoid glazing the new pads. Operation completed.
Hello, if this video helps you, like and subscribe.